Welcome back to another evening's gaming. Today's recipe will be a little bit more complicated than usual. You will need not one, but two types of Hawaiian Punch, Everclear, Pucker, and rum 100 proof or higher. Begin by combining 10 cl of Hawaiian Punch with 10 cl of the other Hawaiian Punch and 2.5 cl of Everclear. Pour all of this into a pint glass. Then, in a shot glass, fill it halfway with apple pucker, and then float the rum over the apple pucker. Light the rum on fire, drop it into the glass, and down it as fast as you can before giving the two-finger salute of Captain Falcon to your opponent and saying, "Show me your moves." There we go. Show me your moves!
I don't know. Show me your moves!
I'm good. So we've decided, for the sake of the review, we're going to be reviewing it in three different forms. We're going to be reviewing the shot, we're going to be reviewing it as a drink, and we're going to be reviewing the two of them as
The waterfall of pain.
As a bomb. I think that's the official term.
No, it's a waterfall of pain. That's all I'm going to call it.
So, clearly you have some opinions, so let's start right in with taste.
No. Like 8.
8?
I can drink it, but no.
It might not have been that bad if we were taking our time to drink it, but trying a waterfall like that.
No.
I don't like Hawaiian Punch at the best of times. I mean, I'll drink it if it's what's in the house. I'm not going to be picky. I didn't pay for it. I paid for this, and I wish I had.
Sunny D's better.
Hashtag not sponsored. But it could be sponsored, Sunny D.
Maybe. I mean, it's the second time we've mentioned it now.
Come on, Sunny D. We like you. Come on. Sponsor us.
Whole meal in one bottle. That stuff is thick enough to be a sandwich. Don't lie.
Alright, so you're giving it an 8.
Yeah. Only because I'm generous with how much it hurts.
This pen you gave me doesn't work. Well, he's getting a new pen. I'm going to say that the reasons I think that he's giving it an 8, and I'm going to agree on, are Hawaiian Punch has a weird aftertaste, and that aftertaste is accentuated by the burn of the Everclear. It kind of takes away the burn of the Everclear, which is honestly the part of Everclear that I like, so come on!
The fact that you're having the aftertaste midway through waterfalling, it doesn't help.
Yeah. I think that's the problem in a nutshell. If you really, really like Hawaiian Punch, honestly, you'd probably like this a lot better. We're holding off on trying it just with the Hawaiian Punch, though, because maybe it's the rum or the flame or the
I don't want
apple
the flame.
pucker.
That would just burn off part of the alcohol.
Actually, fire changes the taste of alcohol. It tastes different when you
True.
flambe it. But you're giving taste an 8.
Flambeing, it's more the cooking of the food that you're flambeing.
You're giving taste an 8. I'm going to step above and giving it a 9. I don't want to taste that ever again.
Sure, I'm more reserved 9 and 10 for I couldn't actually finish it. Or 9 for I almost died finishing it. Like if I had to drink a shot of Everclear, I'd give it a 9 probably.
I'd give that a 3. From taste directly to ease. For starters, the way that this is written on the Drunken Moogle says that you put a gallon of Hawaiian Punch with a gallon of Hawaiian Punch with a bottle of Everclear.
We weren't doing that.
No. Which, for the record, our bottle of Everclear never lists how much is in it. We had to compare it to our bottle of scotch and say, it's about the same size. to figure out our numbers and then scale them down.
And the Scotch only has a random little word, liter, in nice British English somewhere on there.
Yeah. So we're assuming it's a liter. We could be totally wrong. Maybe that's the problem. We put too much Everclear in. But a lot of frat boys would probably be like, no, man, you should have put more in.
And to those people, I say no.
But then on top of all of that math, like the epitome of math that you said you're never going to use outside of middle school, if you have this percentage of this number and this percentage of this number, how much
this
do
percentage of the other number?
No, the third one is, how much do you need of the third number based off the percentages of the two numbers?
At this point, let's just host a party and film a bunch of people doing this.
Yeah! If we knew that many people. Then you gotta set it on fire, which doesn't sound that bad. It catches fire, looks really pretty as long as the lights are dim, nice blue flame coming up, and then you have to drop it in the drink. And that's not bad, up until you get to about here and you start to rotate your hand over it, and you remember, blue is, I believe, the second hottest fire?
It's the one I don't want my hand in, at least.
Yeah! So suddenly you're like, ow! And you drop it because of that, and then drink everywhere.
As you saw conveniently with his.
So, ease, frankly, like, it's a bomb, which is already difficult and messy. It's flaming, which makes it more difficult. The math is difficult.
You have to layer the shot.
I mean,
layering isn't that hard, but it's harder than just filling a shot glass.
That's true. So, hypothetically speaking, I mean, it's not a 10. There could be harder things. I'm sure there'll be harder things eventually. And there's not a lot of...
We don't have to drink a flaming thing itself yet.
And there's not a lot of ingredients. I'm giving it another 9.
I'll stick with a 7, because at least we didn't have to drink the flaming part.
But...
You're right, 8. I'll keep
but
it on
that's difficulty.
8.
That's not drinkability. Flaming things should go under drinkability.
No, I'm pretty sure drinking something flaming has a psychological effect, like spending $500 on a cigar. You don't want to smoke it. Not that I smoke, but...
What cigar costs $500?
Cheap ones are 20.
I could buy the Yu-Gi-Oh card I want for that amount of money. That's like $350.
Stuff's expensive if you think you're Steve, people who smoke cigars, pretentious. People who have money for cigars, pretentious.
You'd be amazed how many people at Walmart ask me for cigars, not cigarillos. And they're really snobby about the difference. And I'm like, you're at Walmart.
Pretentious.
You're at Walmart.
Whether
Stop
they
being
have
pretentious.
legitimate reason or not, cigars equal pretentious.
Difficulty. I'm giving it a 9.
I'm keeping it at 8 again.
Why 8?
It might be because I don't have to make it, and I don't like using 9s and 10s on anything. I don't like superlatives.
Alright, so if you don't have any better reason, I'm sticking to 9.
That's not what I said.
I'm asking you to give a reason. Your whole reason is I didn't make it and I don't like superlatives. That
I
has nothing to do with the
haven't
drink.
had any more reason than that for anyone I've dated.
Likelihood of making us an alcoholic, because I know the answer to this one. 10! I don't want to drink this!
Ever again!
Like, this is split up and
This
we
is
cut
more
it
likely
in half.
to make me not an alcoholic, because I drink this and go, who drinks alcohol?
This
Give
one-
me a ginger beer, please.
This one is a full shot, because I messed up. His, half a shot, not that you can see that. Both of these, half a glass, a quarter of a glass.
Of my no.
We so don't want to drink this again that we cut these in half just in case the problem was with either one of them, not them combined. So, likelihood of making me an alcoholic, 10.
10. Maybe even 11. No, not 11. We can't do that yet. That's for superlative cases in general. Oh, hi, Mom. You know what would make a better Falcon Punch? What? Take a Peregrine Falcon, put it through a blender, pour that into some fruit punch. Then you could have a real reason to call it Falcon Punch.
I'm not putting that in the episode! Cost. 100 proof rum cost us $13 and we barely used it at any
You remember these numbers?
Yeah.
I guess that's in your job
Apple
description.
Melon Pucker was $15. And each of the... Oh! God!
Yeah, don't do that.
Hawaiian Punch is like
50 cents?
$2, I think, for the gallon-sized bottle. I'm going to say 3 because it's a cheap thing, even though we had a really small thing of 100 proof rum. a cheap thing, which I want more of, and a cheap thing that I don't want more of.
I mean, it didn't have scotch, so I'm agree on 3. Why are you still here? I don't want you.
Because we haven't rated it yet.
I don't want you.
Drinkability. 9.
Drinkability? Yeah, I can agree on 9 in this case.
It was drinkable for like the first 4 gulps, and then I was like, I want to stop. And then I got halfway through, and I'm like, I need to stop. And then I finished it, and it was all I could do to just give the salute. I'm like, that was horrible. Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm bad at chugging things in general, so it was about as bad for me. I'm just glad the sink was next to me just in case.
All right,
here.
Now we test.
Should we do the shot first because it's smaller?
Yes.
And arguably Hawaiian Punch should be safer to drink.
Okay. Half apple pucker, half 100 proof rum Captain Morgan's.
TM copyright, I'm not sure what we need to put after that name.
Hashtag not sponsored. But hey, Captain Morgan!
Hashtag you probably don't want us, I can't handle much more of that.
No. Never mind. We're sticking to Sunny D. Sunny D, please.
Please, we need somebody.
Okay, ready?
No. It's actually not bad.
That was pleasant.
I kind of like it.
It's like...
Alright, I regret that statement now the aftertaste is hit, but I kind of like it.
Really? I like the aftertaste.
My tongue has gone numb, sir.
It tastes like a...
So is my foot, but that's unrelated. Ow.
No, the blinky light is back!
I actually really like the flavor. It's got a... It's like a spiced apple. It's like apple cider. It's like cider. That is my stuff. It's cider. Just ask him. I love cider.
Me too.
I love the word cider, too. It's got that nice at the front. I'm going to stop talking. Alright, so I like cider. This is kind of like a cider shot. It has an aftertaste that kind of hits the whole back half of your throat, though, and it kind of clenches it up weird and burns. So I'm going to say a solid 4. Pretty good, but has its struggle. Ooh, that was close.
I'll actually take it down to a 3. Because to me, I love apple. I love sour apple. I basically love all apples. One of my favorite things we ever have done as a family is go apple picking. And everyone's like, I'm going to pick all the apples. And I'm like, I'm going to chew all the apples.
I mean, arguably, we had about the same amount because I could eat back then before I stopped eating for some unknown reason. Oh, right. I don't know what there is. Never mind.
He went to summer camp for a really long time, working, didn't eat very much because he didn't have the time, and his stomach kind of shrank. And then he threw up all over me and my girlfriend at the time.
And she stuck with him for a while.
For a while.
And then she turned out to be a skank.
I may or may not leave that in the episode.
Depends. Does she watch this? If she does, leave it in the episode. She needs to know.
My opinion on the taste is if you like sour apple, like the candies that are sour apple, the actual sour apples, anything like that, this adds a rich bitterness to it that sour apples normally lack.
The flavor, I love. The aftertaste, I think I should have let it wash through my whole mouth partially because I only hit the back half because it was the half shot.
That's the other thing though. If you don't like a kind of bitter burn aftertaste that lingers in the back of your mouth, you're not going to like it. I love that taste.
I think my problem might have been it was a half shot. I only got like from here back in my mouth because of that. Because I kind of with shots throw it back.
In fact, I'm going to drop it to 2.
If
I like it that much.
got the rest of my mouth, I think I could handle it because then it would have been uniform. With that in mind, I'm going to say 3.
Alright, but either way, I'm dropping it to 2.
He's crazy. Mom, stop laughing. It was 5 minutes. 1 minute ago.
Difficulty? I didn't even layer them. I poured a half a shot and a half a shot. Done!
Layering is for the flame effect. Just making the shot 1.
1.
I'm actually measuring, since I had the quarter shot, measuring a quarter shot is annoying.
Nobody else is going to have a quarter shot.
Real things, 1. If you try to make a half... I did not choose this pen, it was on the desk.
Give me another one.
Your pens are broken.
Likelihood of making me an alcoholic, 1. 1.
3. I don't like shots. I like something I can drink while playing a game over time.
Bring me a pen!
Shut your face! Don't question my reasons, they don't make sense to me either.
Cost. It's rum and sour apple pucker. If we call that one a 3, this is a 2.
I mean, how much was sour apple pucker? Because I've been going to
15.
put more of that. 15's manageable. I've had more than that for just 9.
1?
2.
2.
It had 2 ingredients. We can't give it a 1.
And drinkability.
It's a shot.
2.
If you can't drink a shot, then it's really bad.
2.
Yeah, 2.
2. Alright, so finally, the mix.
Do I want to? Because I
See.
feel like this is where the pain comes
This
from.
is worrying, because it was that bad. Where did it come from?
It just smells like this Hawaiian punch.
I know.
Regret and poverty. It doesn't have a taste. It doesn't have a... It's like drinking water with an aftertaste. What is happening? Did my tongue die?
No. It doesn't taste like anything.
I have confirmed I have a tongue, because I can still make the t sound.
Taste 10. I can't.
There isn't one! Arguably, should that be a 0?
No, because 0 is the best.
There isn't one! You can't give it a negative rating because it isn't a bad taste!
You can, because there isn't a
How
taste
did
at all.
so air is a 10 rating on taste. That doesn't work.
Yes, it does. Do
No,
you
it
want to
doesn't.
drink air?
I like living, yes.
Okay, my point is, if you had an option to breathe, would you do it?
What I really love is gills and lungs, because that would be cool.
My point is it enjoyable? Because that's the score. 1 is absolutely positively enjoyable. My taste buds are leaping up and dancing in joy. 10 is, this is horrible. This is I guess, okay, fine.
With
that argument-
it's reasonable though, because it's not terrible. It's just you feel something. It's like if you had no pain receptors. You feel something.
6.
Actually, now we haven't been drinking for a while. My tongue is numb. I think the Everclear killed it.
6.
I don't think I have taste buds on my tongue.
It's not pleasant, but it's not unpleasant. But it doesn't taste like anything.
It's a
6.
It's like drinking water.
I'm going with 6.
I'm gonna go with 4. I don't mind it not tasting like anything. I enjoy the sensation of drinking in and of itself.
Difficulty, that's even easier.
It's fruit punch. You pour it in.
Well,
pour it in. Well, the math.
The bottles
math
are
still.
huge, and the math is still a problem. 3.
I'm gonna go with 4 because that math equation was annoying. I had to turn off my music and pay attention because he couldn't do it alone.
Likelihood of making me an alcoholic, 10. I'm not going to go drink that again.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I could accidentally drink that, and Everclear has a lot in it.
Cost. It's Hawaiian Punch and Everclear. 1.
Why is my nose numb?
I'm going with 1.
1. Hawaiian Punch is 90%. Drinkability.
It's the Hawaiian Punch that tastes like nothing. 1.
I mean, you get the Everclear afterburn eventually, but really diluted.
1.
That might still be afterburn from this. 1. What type of pickle?
Do you usually care what type of pickle you're
What
doing?
type of pickle? Dill? Bread and butter, end of the garden? Give
It's
me
like-
a
I think
name.
it's dill.
Dill, alright.
I honestly don't know.
People were complaining that we were reversing our scores at the end because it made it very confusing. So,
Exactly. We are drunk, we like confusing.
alright, yeah.
We will keep it that way until Sunny D sponsors us.
The combination waterfall is a 2.2 out of 10. Don't touch it. The shot is an 8.2.
Do we have more pizza too?
Easily the best thing we've done.
That was actually really good, yeah.
It was.
If we have pizza,
really
bring
good.
pizza. I is hungry. Not the one you've taken a bite out of, a new slice. That's the last piece.
I literally just took one bite. And now my butt hurts.
Here is your half of the pizza.
Yay!
bacon onion pizza. Try it.
The mixed drink somehow ended up a 6.
I think a lot of that is the fact that it's really easy.
It's really easy, it's really cheap, and it doesn't taste like anything. Honestly, that doesn't make it a good thing.
Honestly, it's water with an aftertaste. That's all you need to know about it.
The combined total average for these drinks that we will give it in our review is a 5.4 out of 10, higher being positive, in case that hasn't been clear up until now. In our original scorings, lower is better. In our final scoring, higher is better, because people are likely to skip to the end and we don't need to confuse them too much. We'll just confuse all of...
Okay, the reason is why? Because we felt like it, and that's all the reason you need. I have pizza.
Pretty much. It's a 5.4, which is barely above average. With how bad it is, knock it below average. If you want to try the shot, try the shot.
If you're having a party, no.
Half sour apple pucker, half rum. It's actually pretty good. You want to try the Everclear and Punch? Don't even do it for a party because it just tastes like nothing.
So wait a minute. Where were the flavors conflicting? No flavor, good flavor. Arguably, that should be manageable flavor. Actually, we said about halfway is where your mind goes, no. It's the aftertaste that you barely notice. They're what's conflicting, not the flavor.
He's right in one. So basically, don't try it. If you want to try the shot, go for it. You want to try this, don't go for it. You want to try them together, don't go for it.
If you have a lot of people over that you don't really like, make this for them and pretend it's great.
They'll leave.